Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted to be joined by Pat Brown and Jamie Moore. Pat, was it good to get at least one round in?
The difference is with this fight, it's the most nervous I've ever been. It's at a stadium, and he's a dangerous man. This guy, he's been boxing at international level. His last fight was against a European silver medalist who I knew very well. He's from Armenia. He's an experienced kid. He's never been dropped in his life. So I went into that fight like with full patience. We had a game plan, and I stuck to it, and I shown a different side to myself. And I didn't throw my right hand in the first round, just keeping him on the left, and then as soon as I let that right hand go, he went down. And you know, I'm starting to learn the small little gloves, different defence now. I'm doing the shoulder roll a lot more, learning it by Jamie, and obviously sparring Dave and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like I'm getting better, and the more nervous I am, the better fight you'll see.
I spoke to Jamie yesterday, wasn't it, Jamie? I spoke to Jamie yesterday, and Jamie said, I'm talking like Jamie's not here, but he basically said we've got a game plan and hopefully we can get rounds in, but if he doesn't get rounds in and he knocks him out in the first round, then he's got a good headache, meaning that it's going to be hard to match it now. Same as Sam, it's going to be a headache because they're getting you fighters to give you rounds, but they're not giving you rounds. So you're in that sort of no man's land, as if to say, right, does he step up to that level or do we keep him here? It's like, how do you feel as a fighter?
It's the same with sparring, you know, this camp especially. I had my first ever 8 rounder 2 weeks ago, and obviously it was good work and he enjoyed it. And then I had rounds with like Dave last week because we can't get anyone for rounds of sparring, so we're gonna have to start travelling. And you know, it's just part of the game. We're gonna have to just do it a little bit different with me, and we know that. And we're gonna start, you know, flying in and flying there and getting some good work in.
Jamie, headache. A good headache, yeah,
exactly.
You said. A good headache.
It is.
Is it?
Of course. How can it not be? It's difficult getting anyone to spar full stop. Never mind, we need to get 2 or 3 if we're going to start getting him 8, 10, 12 rounds worth of experience. Because if he's not going to be able to do it in the ring, he has to do it in the gym. But yeah, good problem. We've got to plan it more because people are dropping out last minute and stuff like that. Maybe through no fault of their own, but you know, it's a good problem. And as long as it's structured and we get 2 or 3 people in, fly them in, good kids, or we're going to have to invest in you know, pay money, go away, America, you know, training camps, and just make sure that he gets that experience what he needs, because I expected him to get 5 or 6 rounds out tonight. I thought he would stop him eventually. You could see he started a bit cuter tonight to make sure that he didn't sort of go in guns blazing again. And he's going all the way, this kid. I promise you, he's going all the way. We'll get there. We just need to get that experience, because once he starts to get that experience, the lead's off and we're gone.
I heard that the opponent wasn't best pleased with the stoppage, but you were in there, Pat, with him. You landed that shot, and the referee jumped in, and you were cocking that right hand, chasing the referee down as well. Correct stoppage for you? Correct?
I think so, yeah. It was only going to go south for him. Like I said, I only started throwing my right hand in the second round, and as soon as I let it go, he went down. So imagine when he starts getting fatigued. He was throwing a lot of shots in the first round at me, and you know, the game plan was, as he starts to fatigue, I was going to start whipping him down below as well and chop that tree, but it never got to that. And in terms of the stoppage, people, they want to see a vigorous knockout. They want to see a horrible like knockout, clean, cold, but what's the point? I hit him with that left hook. His legs went. He's called the dancing summit. He danced then. And I was about to hit him with a massive right hook, and it would have been horrible. It wouldn't have been nice.
The rest of the timing was spot on.
Yeah.
I really do. He saved him from going to hospital. Yeah. And the last thing we want is anyone getting a, you know, especially, I understand if it's a big fight and you give someone a little bit more of a chance in a title fight or whatever, but I said to the ref, the timing of that stoppage was spot on, I thought.
Do you know what it goes to show though? Like, I've gone and shown my respects to him then, and you know, he's not happy with his performance and he's upset, and he wanted to show everyone, and he was saying, I can give you them 8 rounds and all this and that, and he's upset, but that just shows that I'm not having no journeyman. When the people are coming to fight me, they really are trying to take my head off, and that guy, he's no mug, he really isn't, and I got proper revved up for this one. And
I think all 4 opponents what you've had
yeah,
so
I reckon the second guy.
So here's a question for you then. So again, the headache that you're talking about for you and Sam and Tom Dallas as well, can it be a step up now? Like, he's running through this cruiserweight division journeyman if you want to call them journeyman, it might be disrespectful because they have been tough, but can you let them off the leash like you just said, but get them that opponent that has a little bit of ambition to become a champion and whatnot?
That's our job. Our job now is to go through the rankings, get somebody who we feel is definitely going to be tough enough and durable enough to go 10 rounds. He's going into 10 rounds next. The problem we're going to have is he could do that to anyone in the world, I believe. And that means if we still have that problem, he's only going to get the experience to go long in sparring. It's not a problem. If it happens, it happens. When you're the big puncher, it's just stuff you've got to deal with.
Sam, can I get you in? Come on. You're here. Come on.
Just
In you
before
come, the manager.
Motormouth starts going.
Get in the middle,
Yeah,
it's
come
got
on.
to see you.
Yeah. What?
No, you get in the middle,
You get in the
can't
middle.
see you.
Getting back to the opponent, so Grandoni, he took me 4 rounds. He was a massive patriot. He's boxed for, titles in Argentina. He's boxed again. I think Dave is obviously, he knows his stuff, and I remember him saying he's boxed someone in the top 15 at cruiserweight. Like, he was no mug for my first fight. The second fight, he's watched me as an amateur. I think he knew in his heart he ain't gonna beat me. But then Oatford, he come, he was game. Like, these fighters, they aren't. One of them, you could say, was a journeyman, even though he's been on the circuit as an amateur again. But give it to him anyway, and let's see.
Motormouth.
I just think I was just laughing to myself, calling him Motormouth.
That's what Jamie called that a good headache. Is it a good headache to have such a young prospect like Pat, who's early on in his career, blitzing everybody out in his cruiserweight division? That might give him rounds here as he comes.
I'll take care, mate. See you soon. See you later, Mark. Bye-bye, mate. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, mate. See you soon. Come on, Dave, out the way, mate. Flipping heck.
Yeah. So he's blitzing everybody. So
It's the best problem to have in the world, isn't it? Because look, this guy here, we was told, he's going to give Pat rounds. We were almost assured of that, weren't we, Jamie? It was like he's going to take him the distance, but Pat will learn a lot. And we all of us here had a suspicion that wasn't going to be the case, because Pat's he's a. Whether you can believe me, you believe Jamie more. He's
I believe Jamie more than you.
There you go. Ferocious punching power, spiteful. He's got absolutely everything, and I honestly believe this, hand on heart, he is going to the very, very, very top of this sport.
Can I just put this? I'm a fan of boxing, right?
Yeah.
And I look at Pat. This is a fan, not IFL Andrew. I want to see him against the Alois Juniors at cruiserweight, and then I want to see him as a heavyweight. And that's sorry, Pat, but that's just me as a fan.
About skipping levels.
I'm jumping ahead of myself here, but I
can't wait to eat, to be honest.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, there you go. And he spot Dave Allen. I've heard he smoked Dave Allen in sparring as well. That's what I'm hearing.
I've just checked if I got service, because I was going to FaceTime me for a laugh, but there's no service.
He's you click the Wi-Fi.
I've got the Wi-Fi here. I've got the Wi-Fi. Anyway, because the heavyweight scene right now as well, when you look at fighters,
he's got business to take care of first in the cruiserweight division, and I honestly think he can win every single belt of the cruiserweight division. But there is a process to follow, right? Me and Jamie need to, and Tom Dallas, we need to somehow get him, whether that's abroad, whether he fights in America next, or whatever. We need to find somebody that's going to provide that test. But we're going into 10 rounders now, so listen, they're all serious business. But like I said, that guy there is absolutely devastated, because not only. I think he came to win. You saw him throwing those shots in the first round. He didn't try and lose on points. He tried to win for every second he was in there. But Pat demolished him. And the referee there, from looking outside the ring, I thought, he could have let it go. And like, listen, you want to see a highlight reel knockout for that's what fans want to see. But the referee has stopped that guy going to hospital there, and he's leaving healthy with his wife, which is the main thing.
Like I said, Pat, back to you then. You said the heavyweight division.
Finally back to me, because this week, since he's been number 2, he's not stopped talking about it. Anyway, that Dave Allen, I would absolutely smash his head right in. Oh, you all right, Dave?
Can we say that?
Are you all right?
Looks like a Yeti.
Yeah, I can't really hear you. Is that full volume, that?
Yeah.
Where are you watching the boxing?
I'm not watching it.
Well, you've just. Hey, I must have hit you with that left hook very hard, mate, because you just texted me then.
They were good, that. I thought they were really good. Yeah, impressed with that. They were good.
Dave never gives me any compliments, so let's see what he dishes
Why,
out
why
here.
is he growing that fucking hair out? What, seriously?
He's going Rocky form.
And then, do you know what he's going to do? He's going to shave it, keep the tash, and he's going to slick his hair back, aren't you, big boy?
That is the plan, yeah. Nice course for that, man.
Just give us an opinion about Pat's fight, please.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, actually. Yeah, I thought he looked proper there, yeah. Yeah, I thought
Hey,
it looked
Dave.
really good, yeah.
What about his little shoulder roll like his hero, David Allen?
I watched him and I thought, bloody hell, I thought, where have you learned that from? Oh, yeah, me.
Hey, just a quick one. So when we sparred, Jamie said the same thing. I span him round and I got behind him, right? And I genuinely got behind the rhino. And I give it a little, like, tap on the bum, like, come on then, and all that. I did it about 2 times, and he said after he went, in the moment, I was fuming. But then after it was like I was a proud big brother. But really, you know I'm the big brother, mate. I'm the daddy.
I promise you, this is what Dave was like. When you go and watch your kid play football, and they do a proper crunching tackle for the first time, you have that little proud look on your face. That was Dave's proud look on his face when you spun him.
No, well, another 20 rounds and I got to him. But
Yeah, I think so.
20 rounds he would have got to me and all that, yeah, of course.
Can he cut it at heavyweight, Dave?
Yeah, you know what, obviously, is he listening?
Yeah, he's listening. Yeah.
Oh, well,
I'll turn away. Hey, I'm going.
He'll get splattered at
Let's go
heavyweight.
in, I'll tell you what I really know. You know what? He's the real deal, yeah. He is. And I never say things like that, but I genuinely think there's not many come along as good as him, to be honest. He's that good, yeah. You know what I mean? He's far better than me.
That's the nicest thing he's ever said about me, ever. And I was going to say someone video this, but it is getting filmed.
It is getting filmed, trust me.
That's how it is, yeah. Like, it's the truth. He's a lot better than me. And he's a lot better than most. If he keeps his head on and does what he needs to do, he'll go all the way. So yeah, he's really good, yeah.
Hey, did you hear me speak about you after in the ring?
Yeah. You know what? I was watching it and I thought, what the fuck is he doing here?
Right,
speak to you in a
sound.
bit, yeah?
I'll see you in a bit. Go on.
Cheers.
One final one then. Itauma, heavyweight. He's going to come up like you. He's going to blitz everyone like you. And again, as fans, as media guys, we do all the talking. We put 2 and 2 together and come up with 5. We're going to put your name in with Itauma. That's because it's going to be an exciting fight, all British clash. How much does that excite you, if and when it does happen?
It won't happen for a long time because I'm still a cruiserweight. I'm going to be a cruiserweight for at least another year or 2 because I do want to go all the way as a cruiserweight. And you
It'll
know,
be 15 then.
yeah, he'll be 15. He'll just be coming off the bot. But no, he's a sound kid. I've sparred him a couple of times, and I respect him massively. He is the real deal. But at the moment, it's not heavyweight. Isn't even in my mind. And don't get me wrong. You know, as boxers, you never say no to no one. But you know, it's exciting. All these fights are exciting. Alois Jr. as well. But he's on his path as an heavyweight. I'm on my path as a cruiserweight. You know, Opatayev, he's going up to heavyweight potentially as well. So there's loads of people there. You know, before I've not even gone past 4 rounds yet. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
So slow and steady wins the race. I'm 25. Age is on my side.
Can I leave the last one for him?
Yeah, because he's been waiting.
He's been waiting patiently.
Yeah.
Nigel's been waiting
I know
patiently.
for a fact he was going to say slow and steady wins the race.
Get the mic.
How good is he?
Phenomenal.
There you go, thank you. There you go.
He's a ferocious talent, and again, publicity-wise, Eddie Owen loves him, Sam Jones loves him. Hopefully the country loves him. Certainly the city loves him. So hopefully the country and further afield. So, but he's the real deal, and getting rounds is what's needed in his experience. You know, and he can do it. So with the guidance, you know, with people around him who support him, you know, and have got his back, and hopefully he understands that, and he knows that we make decisions on his future, not on our future, not on anyone else's future. But he's the real deal, and I believe that if the country gets behind him, they've got a superstar on their hands.
You missed the opportunity.
You're impressed with
Said, and I believe slow and steady wins the race.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Guys, thank you so much. Pat Brown, well done again. A great victory. Cheers, Sam. Cheers, Jamie. And cheers, Nigel. Well done.